300 hours, a number of Universal Dynamics robots were lost in a typhoon. Chance of recovery is unlikely.
Lupita, I'm Tara Hitchcock from Harkins Theaters. Congratulations on this.
Thank you.
I guess the first question, you've talked a lot about finding the voice.
Negative. That Gosling stalks me, emits noise.
But I love talking to actors who have done animation because a lot of times they can see themselves, a little bit of themselves in their animated character. And I'm wondering if you saw a little of you besides the voice in Roz.
That's a really good question. I'm sure of it. I believe I lend myself to every character, or these aspects of myself to every character. I don't really like belabor it too much. There's things that I just intrinsically understand. Like I understand the value and the power of kindness and the idea that you can disarm dark forces with kindness. I definitely think that I exercise that sometimes, not always.
Right.
and I believe in that, and I value compassion and empathy. I like that Roz goes through. Her journey is about becoming emotionally intelligent, which is something
Sure.
I think we could all use.
Chipper, I completed my task.
I know she's a robot, but did you catch any mannerisms, anything you do with your eyes that actually showed up in the animation part of it?
Ha ha ha! That's funny. Um, No, I feel like that's a question for Chris, really. Because she looks so different from me. So if she did something
Right.
that I did, I really wouldn't notice. But when I voice Roz, I realize that I open my eyes really wide every time I do the Roz voice. So I maybe that affected her sphere performance. I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, I would agree. They sent that great behind the scenes footage of you in the booth, and it's just a joy to just watch that.
Do you need assistance?
You know, it's called The Wild Robot. When was the last time Lupita Nyong'o's Wild Side appeared?
Ooh, that's a good question. Let's see. I like being wild. One of the things I love to do is to break out and dance whenever
Mm.
I feel like. So when I was coming through the airport in Atlanta, there was some music playing and I danced a little bit.
I never get that kind of a performance at an airport. I would love to have witnessed that. Obviously, a sob fest. I was so fortunate to see it at the premiere at TIFF. But it's interesting. Movies like this hit people in different ways depending on what they're going through. I've got a friend whose son is going off to college, and she was a mess watching
Oh,
this movie, as you can imagine. What was the last time a film hit you unexpectedly, not so much because the film was sad, but just whatever you were going through, and it hit you in a certain way because of what you were going through?
yo, that is such a great question. I think I would say I would say the Wild Robot, not just to stay on brand, but because at the premiere where you were, I was seeing it in that size for the first time,
Oh,
and I was seeing all the elements together, and I was overwhelmed with how big and beautiful and resonant this film is. And it occurred to me that this film is going to be formative for a generation in the same way
mhm.
that Lion King was formative for me. And in that moment, I just realized that I am really living my wildest dreams.
Yeah.
And that was overwhelming. So I would say that.
I cannot wait for Harkins Theaters moviegoers and everybody else to see this. As they wrap me, last quick question, because she's doing tasks and she always has to complete them.
Was this task accomplished to your satisfaction?
What's the first task that you need to complete once this whole press tour is over? Something you've left unfinished that the minute all this is done, you got to get back to it.
Sleep.
Okay. Great answer. Lupita, congratulations on everything.
Thank you so much, Sarah.
I am already home, and I am a wild robot.